Good morning, everyone. Lamar from Prairie Creek Ponds. It is February 1st, and we are here in Dallas, Texas area. Just wanted to shoot a quick video about what to do with your pond or water feature with cold weather. So I'm out by my pond right now. I'm going to turn this around, kind of show you guys how we here at Prairie Creek Ponds handle our ponds, and then I will also show you how we handle things like our fountains as well. So right now it's 28 degrees. We've had some snow and freezing rain. It usually doesn't stay long, but we get some questions about what to do with your water features in the winter. So for ponds and pondless waterfalls, I always encourage people just keep them running. Here in Texas, it doesn't stay cold long enough really to see any sort of damage. I know a couple years ago we had a freeze and there were a lot of power outages. Now that's something different to address, but the main thing with the ponds is you want to keep the water circulating. You want to have it where that water is going through that beneficial bacteria. It's going to keep the water healthy. If the winter is extended and it freezes up more, I've had this thing where it's covered completely in ice, and you still want to just keep that pump running. If you have something like a aerator, I recommend an aerator for every pond down here. Winter and summer, it's beneficial, but that aerator is going to keep a hole open in the ice. I'm going to show you here. So I also raised some fish, and you'll see even in the above ground pond, you know, we have that aerator there that keeps a hole open in the ice, and then also over here. So as long as you have a hole open in the ice, that way the gas exchange from the fish, that gas can get out of there, you're going to be okay. So just keep them running and you'll be fine.
So same thing here, you know, water when it's moving has a tougher time freezing up, but
you want to just keep that circulating. That water, since all of the pipes are underground, it has a really difficult time freezing. Just keep that water circulating. If the freeze is extended, you might lose some water due to the water freezing, and so your basin might get a little lower. So if you can, you know, maybe add a little water, but you get some real cool like ice formations on there. It looks real pretty. You can still enjoy the sound if you're crazy enough to go outside, like myself. But yeah, you know, don't worry about it. Like we do down here with your faucets, you want to just keep them dripping. Same thing on your water features. Now this one will address your toppers. So this here, we're not really having an issue, but this one has frozen over. But I've had this thing for 5 years. Never had a crack. As long as you keep that power running, keep that basin full of water. So sometimes in the winter I've had to come and add, you know, maybe a couple large pots full of hot water just to keep it full. But that's it. You just keep it running. Don't worry about it. All right, so this is just to address then kind of what I was talking about with that last small pot fountain here. So my water flow is reduced a little bit because we get a lot of splash, and you can see all of this ice around here. So this reservoir holds 100 gallons, but we've lost quite a bit of it due to splash and the freeze. It might be hard to hear it, but you can hear that the pump is running a little low. It's got a little bit more of a hum than you would normally hear. That's because we have lost some water in the reservoir due to the freeze here. So I personally keep everything running. It keeps it all lubricated, but what you might need to do, say for instance, we're going to have cold weather for a few more days. You might want to come out here, throw, you know, a 5-gallon bucket of water in here, just add a little bit to get that pump topped off. But you know, we kind of give you the option. For something like this, this is actually hollow and water just sits in the top there. So I would say the other option is the basins are rated for a freeze thaw condition, so you could shut this off and it would be fine as well. The basin can actually handle it freezing and expanding. Now that being said, if you have something like a ceramic pot over there, that's where if you're going to shut it down for a week You know, you might want to tip that thing over or grab like a shop vac, suck all the water out of the pot, just so if it does freeze, it doesn't expand and crack. All right, so thanks guys for following along. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call in the office. We still are working, even though pretty much everything's shut down. So our number is 469-901-2235. Feel free to give us a call if you have any questions, concerns. We are looking forward to spring, and you guys have a blessed day.